Somebody cue the violins, because we about to get real melodramatic in here. We got another episode of Why Y'all So Scared to Stand on Business, starring none other than Asmongold.
And Jordan Peterson are so popular on the right. I don't know, because they shit on the left. They're anti-woke. Do content creators like Asmongold avoid talking to you because there isn't pressure in their community to talk to you, or is it mostly because they don't see anything to gain by talking to you? I used to think it was just because we didn't have any like common crossing points, but I think Asmongold, intentionally avoids it because he doesn't want to be challenged on his talking points, because I think he knows how completely out of his depth on a lot of it he is. But I think that he enjoys the audience capture. There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of like echo chambery reinforcement, cool stuff that's happening. Like all of that feels like really good. So I imagine he probably just wants to maintain that. So part of that is hanging out in the echo chamber. His name is Bradley Martin. Okay, I don't know. And then also, I'll also give criticism for like
one day. I think that'd be really cool. If I could go live stream one of the rocket launches, that'd be great. So no, I don't want to go and start a bunch of drama and burn a bridge. Absolutely not. Why would I do that?
I don't want to start a bunch of drama and burn a bridge. Well, Elon burned the bridge and then rebuilt it out of Asmongold's tears. And Elon started the drama by faking an account. Why would you do this? Asmon is a Twitch live streamer, not an NBC Nightly News host, so stop expecting to act like some politijournalist delivering. What do you mean? Asmongold is the largest politics streamer on Twitch. I think it's okay to criticize him here when he's getting into direct confrontations with one of the largest media company owners in the United States and the richest man in the world. I think it's totally fair to be critical of this.
Why would I do that? It makes no sense. A lot of people...
This is also one of the reasons why, to make everything about me, one of the reasons why I'm like on an island so much. Like, I guess like, I wouldn't say I have money. Billionaires do, okay? But like, there's a thing I've been reading a lot on Twitter, like, why would you have money and then not say when you can, right? But I can afford a lot of independence. I don't need other communities to support me. I don't need other networks or whatever, but I don't need that, right? I don't have money, but I can enjoy a lot of independence. But if I'm the only one that ever does it, then what the point? Like, this would be a time where, and Asmongold and I are not politically aligned at all, because I'm not a far-right authoritarian duck, okay? We're not aligned at all politically, but like, if there was ever a time, like, nobody has any spine or backbone. I imagine Asmongold is wealthier than I am, potentially much wealthier. I don't know how he manages his money or what his other revenue streams are. No, with his YouTube, he absolutely is. This is an eight-figure net worth guy. He must be, would be my assumption. Must be. How are you, like, have a spine? Just have like the smallest spine. Because keep in mind the type of training that we're seeing here, right? What is the message that we send here? There's a reason why Donald Trump calls people out in his posts and puts names in parentheses and everything. They do this for a particular reason. The reason why they do this is because they know it's a signal to you need to fall in line or else I'm going to destroy you, right? And you're reinforcing the behavior. Like, imagine if Asmongold comes out here and he's like, sorry, Flan, this is right. And maybe more people do, because now they feel emboldened or encouraged because he's a bigger streamer doing it. So they feel a little bit more comfortable being critical of him. Maybe that sends a message to Elon saying like, well, okay, I can't just come down on everybody and like, take away their check mark and do everything. I can't just come down on every single person like that, right? Because obviously it's going to be, it's not working for me. But now he's like reinforcing the behavior. Like, if you're Elon, okay, well, you just like do this over and over and over again. Like, Elon is correct in his enforcement here of his platform and his ideology and his, I guess, like reputation by bullying other people, by leveraging the power he has, because he's getting rewarded for it. So he should continue to do this. If you're Elon, you would be smart to continue to act this way. So I don't know, it's just annoying. But what is this?
People are mad at Tarka.
A man who has the spine of a soggy McDonald's fry when it comes to Elon Musk. And look, I get it. The man built a whole empire reacting to gaming drama, opening loot boxes, and deep diving into whatever Reddit got going on that day. But the moment we get to some real conversations, some actual power checking, suddenly my man gets real quiet. Like library after hours quiet. Like your mama gave you the look in church quiet. And of course, Destiny, our favorite blue-haired debate gremlin, called it out. Because let's keep it a buck, Asmongold don't want that smoke. He don't want that confrontation, because that's not good for business. That's not good for keeping the YouTube checks rolling in. That's not good for audience retention. And listen, my man is making 8 figures, and yet somehow, he still can't afford a backbone? Explain that math to me. Because look, let's dissect the situation. Elon Musk, the Tesla Twitter overlord, gets into it with one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, and instead of standing up and saying, "Nah, this is some clown behavior," Asmon out here talking about, "I don't want to burn a bridge." Bridge? Bruh, what bridge? Elon out here, setting fire to everything, torching blue checks, banning journalists, fumbling Twitter harder than a quarterback with butterfingers, and Asmon worried about a bridge? My brother in gaming, he already burned it, rebuilt it out of bad memes and Tesla stock options, then burned it again. The only thing left is the ashes of integrity and the smog of cowardice floating in the air. Destiny is sitting here like, look, I don't even rock with Asmon like that politically, but at least pretend you got some conviction. And that's where the real problem is. Asmongold could say something, and it would mean something. He got reach. He got clout. He got one of the biggest platforms on Twitch. But instead, he reinforcing the worst behavior possible. He's letting Elon know that if you got enough money, enough influence, you can just pump people out of criticizing you. And let's be real, that's why Elon do it in the first place. There's a reason Trump be putting people's names in parentheses. A reason why all these authoritarian types always single folks out in posts. It's to send a message. Get in line, or I'm coming for you next. And Asmon got the nerve to respond with a "yes, sir," instead of a "nah, you tripping brother." Like, let's talk about the precedent here. If someone as big as Asmon ain't willing to push back, then who is? This is how you let dudes like Elon Musk just walk all over everybody, unchecked, unchallenged, with the same weak free speech, grift while he out here manually silencing criticism left and right. The dude took the Bird app, made it worse, and now if you say anything about it, suddenly your engagement gets sent to the shadow realm. And Asmon is just cool with that? This ain't even about being a journalist or some deep political analyst. It's about having some self-respect. It's about recognizing that you, as one of the biggest voices in gaming and streaming, actually got some influence. You're not some random dude with 12 viewers in a Discord call. You're one of the faces of the platform. But instead of using that to actually say something meaningful, you out here ducking accountability harder than a politician during election season. And don't even get me started on the audience capture side of things. 'Cause Asmon ain't dumb. He knows what's up. He knows that if he starts calling Elon out, his audience gonna split. Some of them fanboys gonna start looking at him sideways. Wait, Asmon, are you saying Elon isn't a genius? Are you saying maybe, just maybe, the richest man in the world isn't some flawless beacon of truth? And boom, now you got backlash. Now you got the alt-tech dweebs coming for your neck. Now you got the free speech warriors crying about how you're a secret leftist infiltrator. And that's the real reason he's scared. It ain't about the bridge. It's about the bag. It's about not disrupting the status quo that keeps his viewers comfy, that keeps the donations rolling, that keeps him in his nice little content bubble where he can talk about gaming and drama, but never actually ruffle any real feathers. So what are we left with? Another spineless influencer, another big-name streamer who want to act like he's above it all while doing everything in his power to stay in the good graces of the very people ruining the platforms they thrive on. And that's what makes this whole thing so ridiculous. Asmon got more money than most people could ever dream of. He could say whatever he wanted, take whatever hit came with it, and still be richer than 99% of the population. But he won't, because that would mean risking even the smallest amount of comfort. And that's the difference between having money and having integrity. One you can lose, the other you give away. So here we are, watching a dude with millions of dollars, millions of followers, millions of reasons to actually stand for something, choose to stand for nothing instead. And that, my friends, is a tragedy. Because if even the biggest voices are too scared to speak up, what hope is there for everybody else? But hey, at least the algorithm loves him, right?